Hi, Steve Mills here, and it's great to be back sharing with you some more great ideas on my podcast. And today I've got a story for you. It's probably a story that you already know, to be honest, but nonetheless it's an interesting story. And this story is a story about a designer. This young man is a designer and he works for a design agency. And he's been working for that agency quite some time now, for many, many years. And over that time, he's built up a great set of skills. He's now become a real sought-after, successful designer. He's a very skillful young man designing brochures and leaflets and business cards and brands and websites and so on and so forth. And so much so that he decides one day, you know what, I'm working for an idiot. This guy I'm working for is nowhere near as good a designer as I am. And I'm going to resign from the agency. I'm going to hand in my notice and I'm going to set up my own business. And that's exactly what our young designer does. He sets himself up in business as a design agency. Now, that all sounds great, but the problem with that is that he believes that being a good designer is what makes a successful design agency. And you know what? Nothing could be further from the truth. Being good operationally at whatever you do, whether it's designing or cutting grass or being an accountant or being a solicitor or being anything, being good operationally at doing the work, being skilled at what you do, will not make you successful. What will make you successful is being skilled at selling what you do, and that alone. So, obviously if you're not skilled at what you do, then you shouldn't be in business at all. You got to have that basic skill. But in addition to that, really what's going to make you successful, if you're in business right now and you're doing okay, you're surviving, you're good at what you do, you've built your reputation a little bit, but you're not really getting to the level that you want, then what you need to do is to improve your skills in design. You need to become better at designing, but then, and more importantly, you need to become better at marketing, generating leads, and then selling, turning those leads into sales. And that's really the story. It's the story of business. It's the story about why 80% of businesses fail within 5 years. And then 85% of those remaining 20% fail within the 5 years after that. So, the basics is if the first 5 don't get you, then the second 5 will. But if you're really good, and I mean really good at selling, then, as long as your business is profitable, you're going to do great. That's the bottom line. If you become successful at selling, if you, embrace selling as something you're going to do and you're going to do professionally, and you're going to develop a system and you're going to get yourself trained. And that's not going to be attending a one-day workshop. That's going to be training every day. I train myself every day in sales, and you should too. So that's the message. That's the story. I hope you liked it. I hope you take it on board because it's absolutely true. And I hope you don't fall victim of not being good at selling what you do and finishing up, back having a job, which, as we all know, a job stands for just over broke. So I hope that's not you. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again on my next podcast. Thank you.